Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? Hello, it's Tuesday. Laddish Links is an angry ball of frustration. Phallus and Malice, not so much. Was I muted? Oh. God. Whew, it's like a horror movie. I was going to be so fucking immediately upset if I had fucked up or my audio had fucked up overnight. Oh my God. I got one guide. I did. Oh, Christ. The FDA says a lab test linking Taylor Farms outbreak was a false positive. Jesus Christ, man. What has happened to our fucking country? Just the stupid leading the dumb. Every fucking safety and protection we had in place for the last 50 years has been decimated by the goddamn... that shit, man. Anyway, happy Tuesday, everybody. Can I fucking tell you guys something about my night last night? I bought... And instead of a rant, I'll do the opposite. I don't want to rant. My wife and I saw on TikTok Shop this attachment you put on a KitchenAid mixer, of which I have one, and it creates shaved ice. I don't know if you know this about me. By the way, I'm tired as shit. I apologize. I slept okay, but I'm still not on a lot of food, and I just feel loopier by the day. But spirits are high though, very high. Anyway, you put this. It's like this shaver attachment you put on your KitchenAid, and it makes shaved ice. I'm huge snow cone fan, especially because it's 104 today, but with the heat index, it's going to feel like 115. I was going to go for a bike ride today at like noon. Maybe not now. Anyway, so I bought this thing. It was pretty cheap. We bought this thing and came in, and I made my first shaved ice last night, and it is a game changer. It is an absolute game changer. You just freeze these little pucks, and then you stick it in, and then you fucking shove it into the KitchenAid, and you turn it on. Just hold a bowl like this, for like 3 minutes, and then you get out your. I bought on Amazon. I bought all the different flavors, so I could I'm a half banana, half tiger's blood kind of guy. Make a little half banana, half tiger's blood, and it's like you're at Bahama Bucks, but you don't have to drive halfway across town to go. It's fucking awesome. It is the best. I am still going to ride my bike today, and it's going to be over 100, and it's going to suck. But I think part of why I do well in Texas is because... What the fuck was that? Part of why I do well in Texas is because I make it a point every year to get out into the heat as soon as it starts to get hot and force myself to acclimate, and it makes all the difference in the world. You just got to keep it up. I kind of feel the same way. VF1 Skull. I feel as soon as I hit record, I felt like going back to sleep. It's like $40 for the attachment too. Yeah, I don't remember it being very expensive, and I just assume that everything on TikTok Shop is cheap or poisonous or something, so I avoid it. But my wife buys stuff on it, and we got this, and this thing is so far. I mean, I've only made 2 snow cones, but it worked flawlessly for the 2. We'll see how long it lasts. Came with an extra blade too, so I don't know. But being able to make snow cones in my own kitchen, I don't know what else a guy could want out of life. Always say I work inside a baked potato. That's what I'm at for dinner tonight. Baked potatoes. You're looking at Amazon. I bought it on, yeah. KitchenAid makes a part that does that. Yeah, it goes on the kit. I don't know if it's official KitchenAid brand that I have or not, but it fits in perfectly. You've been excited about getting a Ninja Slushie. We were looking at one, and then we saw this, and we were like, oh, well, this is so much cheaper. Let's try this first. I'd rather have snow cones. Now we have it. You're shocked to know the flavors have names? Oh my god, the flavors are a big part of it. I've been a snow cone guy since, I mean, probably my whole life, but I had this. My grandma would pick me up from school when I was in the 6th grade. We were living with my grandparents, and my mom worked. So my grandma would pick me up from school every day from Griggs Elementary, and she would take me to get a snow cone. And so I experimented with flavors constantly. And ever since the 6th grade, I've just been a huge snow cone. It used to be bubble gum for me, banana and bubble gum. Now it's banana and tiger's blood. I switched it up as I matured. Finally got an ice maker. Hell yeah! Ice is the first step. Doing loaded baked potatoes with leftover pulled chicken. Fucking nice, Laddish. Thank you for the sub, Dennis. Thank you so much. Good morning, gamers. Good morning. I'm excited. I was thinking this morning, hold on, let's see what Mark the Frog says. You can also use it if you have the grater attachment on your food processor, or if your blender is strong enough, you can turn big chunks of ice into shaved ice pretty quickly in a blender. Yeah, there you go. This thing works great too, though. However, you can make your own shaved ice. I recommend you do it, even if the Snoopy snow cone maker is all you got. I like butterscotch. I don't think I've ever had butterscotch. The modern snow cone was introduced to the public in 1919 at the State Fair of Texas by Dallas vendor Samuel Burt. That's interesting. I've never been to the Dallas State Fair, the Texas State Fair in Dallas. I've always wanted to go. My two big like bucket lists in Texas before I moved to Michigan, when I thought I was moving to Michigan, were the Houston Rodeo and the Dallas State Fair, Texas State Fair. So I got to go to the Houston Rodeo this year, and it was worth it. It was awesome. And to be fair, to be specific, I like shaved ice better than a typical snow cone. Specifically, I watched. I don't know why. It's actually my wife's fault. The night before, Mark does not like unitaskers. The night before, Emily wanted to watch a movie, and I was like, "What about an action movie?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure, fine." And then I don't know why. You ever do that thing where you just go guy for a bit? You just go dumb guy, and you don't even. And I saw The Furious, and I remember the guys talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, let's watch that." She didn't want to watch a kick and fight movie. Some sort of loud equipment outside. But I put it on, and that movie's great, but it's long, and so I think that was kind of a dud for her. So she was like, just something funny." And I, as a joke, I said, "What about Paul Blart 2?" A movie that I'd never seen before, nor have I seen the first. And she was like, "Okay." And so then I felt trapped into putting it on, and I put it on, and she fell asleep in 12 minutes, and then I ended up having to watch the whole fucking movie. Because once you start it, I took a date to see Beekeeper. Yeah. Yeah, good old Paul Blart 2. It was he was on vacation in Vegas, and then he solved a art theft. Looking at buying a house in Texas next year. Any advice? I have 20% down and 8K saved. Outside of that, is that enough? Well, I don't know, Army Alcoholic, how much you're. I mean, without knowing your finances, I wouldn't know. I will say 20% down is a minimum because you want to eliminate whatever it's called, uh, that additional tax you have to pay. It has an acronym, but I can't remember it now. Yeah, whatever it is. PMI. Thank you, PMI. Yeah, you can avoid PMI, which is just criminal. And then 8K, you're gonna end up spending. Once again, it depends on how much the house is, but you're gonna end up spending. You're gonna have to put earnest money down. You're gonna end up paying for inspections, and you'll get some of that stuff back. You're gonna end up having closing fees. A lot of that'll be tied into escrow, but there are always hidden fees that pop up, and then the second you buy the place, I don't know why, but like a bunch of shit's gonna break. You know, either stuff that they had band-aided together until they sold the house so that it'd be somebody else's problem, or just like new house gremlins will come in and be like, "Meh." And you know, so you'll end up with like 3 electronics repairs out of the blue as well. So you want to budget for that. So I would say, you know, save some more if you can. You won't regret it having the extra. I know Earnest Money. He's a dick. PMI is bullshit. Yeah, yeah. PMI is bullshit. It is a tax on the poor, is what it is. Not to call us poor because we can only afford 10% down on a house, which is still a lot, but that is essentially what it is. We got to find a way to bleed every ounce of money out of you that can be bled until you achieve the threshold of having enough wealth to be above the fold. No worries, Chris. Nothing of importance will be said. Skip PMI with your VA loan. Yeah, my first house was a VA loan as well, so I didn't. Actually, I think it might have been my first loan might have been pre PMI, like before it existed. So I'm so old. That's funny, deadpan. Imagine how much 20% down is on a $450,000 home now. I think I can do the math. I think it's $90,000. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I nailed that. I nailed that. Yeah, 90,000. I've thrown an extra 150 on my mortgage and I've saved 28K in interest. You got to do it, Braxman. You got to fucking do it. Or just get comfortable with the idea that you'll pay the mortgage until you die. I'm kind of in between on this house. I don't know that I'll be able to pay it off early. And I mean, you know, at some point you look at the actuarial tables and you're like, well, how old am I? How long, you know? But definitely best to get ahead of it if you can, unless you're planning on riding the mortgage into the grave. Mark has $60 to his name right now, but 2 new T-shirts. Our AC and dishwasher died right after we moved in. Yeah, I had that at the old house where we built the shelves and everything in the library. The AC went out 3 weeks in, and it was like in June. I'll be damned if they take 40,000 off me. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. We should start a buy Mark the Frog Monster Energy drink and lunch fund or something. Apologies, this is a dumb question, but if regulation is looking for a new house and you're still on the hook for your old apartment, don't y'all just go there until the lease ends? Huh. I never considered that. I'm sure it's not a good idea, but I don't know why. Fuck. That's something to think about, though. I mean, I'd rather just be out from under that place, but I am on the hook for it till May if I can't get out from under it. Whoa. I'm going to go get more coffee and think about that on the walk. You've given me something to think about. Yeah, I mean, there could be all kinds of complications with it, but man, I'm fucking sleepy today. You guys want to see a cool card I got in the mail yesterday? Do a show and tell. You know, I'm trying to get the 100 greatest players of all time. One of those is Tigers' second baseman, Charlie Gehringer, and I was able to get a 1934 Gaudy Charlie Gehringer. It's a PSA 1. So, you know, I paid next to nothing for it, but you buy the card, not the grade. Buy the card, not the grade. And so that's one more on my collection down. I think that puts me at like 48 of 100, maybe. And I might have the world's best PSA 1 collection by the time I'm done with this. Zero value, but very cool nonetheless. Is there enough room in Just So Place for Nick and Gavin's show? They're probably about the same size. If you're not planning on staying there past May, yeah, that's a good question. Air conditioners don't get better. That's true, Mark. They did just put in a new air conditioner for us in April, too. It was chilly in there the other day when I went in to check on it. What an interesting morning. By the way, where is this Gavin and Nick show? Oh, Deadpan Fran, thank you so much. Look at that. 5 gifted subs. What a bastion of generosity. We did film. We like the hot dogs on the fan. That was in my house. We filmed some stuff in the kitchen as well. We filmed testing our mouth sizes. That was all done in that house. So there is a precedent for it. Thank you, Cultural Tech, for subscription. It looks like he smells really nice. Not yet. Well, I took a shower before I went to bed last night, but I haven't taken a shower yet. I'm a shower before I get into bed and then a shower right after I get out of bed, even though nothing happened in that time other than me sleeping and, I don't know, secreting through my pores. But I will take a shower. After this, I have a... By the way, I should probably leave by around 10:30 today. Not a hard out, but I got a early lunch with some old friends. Some dudes I used to own a company with. And I need to take a shower before I do that. Thanks for the pigeon patch. Yeah, Mark, no problem. I threw that in a little extra. Actually, that pigeon patch, Mark, Emily and I have been playing a game with it where we hide it on each other and each other's shit. I've been throwing it in her purse for like the past month. And then I keep finding it around my office. And then I put it like in her shoe. Not in her shoe, but like in, like in her desk or whatever. And when I was packing your package, I found it in my office, so I threw that in. She'll never find it now. Do you have a favorite Talking Heads Psycho Killer? Psycho Killer is my favorite Talking Heads song. Did you dream of the letter Q last night? I don't think so. See you later, Twitcher. What does my wife want? That's true. That is true. Q from the break show. Oh, right. Yesterday's break show was a blur for me. I was fucking loopy during the whole thing. You get so like delirious from either exhaustion or hunger or whatever. Sometimes it, like you can read words but you don't process what they mean for a little bit. I was that kind of out of it yesterday. Pigeon Patch was the only one I missed. I'm a patch collector, so it was nice to catch up. Hell yeah. What are we doing this morning, Geoff? We're gonna try. I feel Mark the Frog tiring of the Librarian game, and I want to get through it so that we can move on to Retro Rewind, which is hard to say. Retro Rewind, which is the run of VHS rental house simulator, which is next on the list, which I'm really excited about. But I do want to finish this Librarian game and then take a break to play that, and then eventually come back and do Librarian again with magic, and then see what the experience is like playing the game as intended. I don't mind the Librarian game. I just don't have much to add in a conversation regarding it. I hear you, Mark. Hates it. Braxerman's got a meeting, and why? Why the fuck does Braxerman, who's a fab, who builds stuff, why does that have that? Why does that guy got to go to meetings? You can't be taking your wife's pillow. That's sacred. Geoff, been a longtime fan since Shiba Hunter, and just recently got into the Regulation Break show. Hell yeah. And you've brought back my joy of card collecting, so thank you. No problem. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, so by the way, speaking of Q, did you guys enjoy the game, the alphabet game, which turned out to be way more of a game than I thought it would be? I can't ever tell, like, because by the last, like, I'd say 15 minutes, we're just going, like, Smith, Johnson, Avery, you're just going through, like, Balboa, Chesterfield, and you realize you're not interacting, or you're just fucking focused in. But I was having so much. I was like, you guys like that? It was fun. Okay, because I definitely want to do that again. I've been thinking about getting into card collecting, but God knows I don't need another rabbit hole. It is not a healthy hobby to have, for sure. Mark the Frog likes the Librarian game. He would let us know if he didn't. I was really excited to read a little bit of Horace yesterday, Mark, but it just didn't find its way into my day. I did sit on the front porch with my wife for a little while in dusk and feel the breeze, and that was really nice. I think the fall is going to be amazing. I get to hang out on my front porch for appreciable amounts of time with no mosquitoes. Oh, that's going to be so cool. But that's not till November, probably. I have some stuff to send in the break show. Just trying to compose a letter to include. I'm all stuck in my head about it because I'm nervous about sending a letter to someone that has brought so much enjoyment to my life and really helped me. You could write a letter that just says, "Hey Geoff, here's some crap. Fart, 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 fart. Eat a butt, fart. Stupid. I hate you. Just kidding. Love you. Bye," and sign it, and we would be thrilled. Adult diaper ads. You start leaking in your 40s. I understand the timing. I live in Sweden. I hate that I missed the live break show. Yeah, I wish that I wish there was a perfect time that could accommodate everybody, but I feel like I'm always screwing somebody over. I was not raised to be a quitter. I was raised to be a complainer. Says Mark the Frog. So that's why I try to do this at like 8 a.m. to serve, more of the international audience, and then we stream at 4 p.m. For regulation, and then we release the podcast at like 3 a.m. Try to find like some time of the day to accommodate everybody, or as close as possible, approximately everyone. I also feel like the closer I get mosquito dunks, dude. I have so many mosquito dunks. I have mosquito dunks. I have mosquito bits. Austin has maybe the third most mosquitoes I've seen in my life. One being when I was on the Panama Canal. Two probably being Alabama, and then three would be Austin. They're just brutal here. Hell yeah, sneaky devil. What's up, regulation sheep farmer? Make a dragonfly pond? Yeah, I should do that. You're right. You're surprised Florida isn't on that list? It probably is. I just was a kid in Florida, and I don't specifically remember mosquitoes being a big deal, But I lived in Jacksonville on the St. Johns River, so I'm sure mosquitoes were brutal. I wasn't old enough for that to leave an impression on me, I guess. Streamer University clips I keep seeing reveal how much of a boomer I am. I don't know what Streamer University is. Are mosquitoes bad in New Jersey? Not that I remember. Maybe they are now. It is cool. Must love tacos. It is really cool. And it's also surprising, you know? You'd be like, oh, that's okay. Cool. Oh, Geoff. I love a good bear claw with my coffee. I could probably handle a donut. I did have toast with peanut butter on it this morning, which was it's the simple things. I used to not have problems with mosquitoes, honestly. Back when I think it was, I assume it was related to alcohol. Back when I was like pickled, I would always be like, what are you guys bitching about mosquitoes for? Now I get chewed up. So I can only assume it's because of that. Happy Tuesday. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well. I always wanted this specific house type, or was it a house that you liked? Uh, so Sammy, it is. There are. There's like a list of things you want out of a house that you dream about in your perfect house, like when you close your eyes and you imagine your perfect house. And this house has two features, two of the things, like the number one and the number two thing I wanted in a house, and like the number four thing I have. I'm not going to tell you what they are because they're, you know, physical features that would make it easier for somebody to find my house, if not that they want to, but if they ever did. I'm not trying to dox myself, but yeah, it has like, I'd say like 85% of everything I would want out of like my designed in my head dream house. It does not have a pool, which I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing, honestly. We're we have access to pools pretty easily and quickly without too much effort, which is nice. But like Gavin, who is like next to Emily, probably the most pro pool person I know, was telling me the other day that if he wouldn't mind not having a pool anymore because he's sick of the maintenance costs to it. And so I wouldn't be particularly happy with maintenance costs either. So it doesn't have a secret tunnel. That is on the list though. But yeah, it's got like the two things that I really have always wanted in a house that I'm really excited about. Three of four of like the top five things, I guess. Four, maybe the top six. Purple Martin houses, hell yeah. We got a pool when I was a teenager, and my father was the only one who wanted it. Well, it's a lot of maintenance in Michigan for very little use. I think that probably factors into it. Having to deal with Michigan winters with a pool, I imagine, is annoying as shit. Having to drain it and winterize it and everything so that you can pop it back out for like 3 months, 4 months, maybe. I will tell y'all, if you do make a dragonfly habitat on your property, dragonflies, mayflies, damselflies, in the majority of their lifespan has been underwater and aquatic predatory nymphs. So if you go to a lake or a pond to collect aquatic material, hoping it's seeded with these nymphs, I hope you have dragonflies in your area already to be attracted to the habitat, or else you're going to be waiting up towards 5 years for dragonflies to emerge. Wise words of warning from Mark the Frog that I hope everyone in the chat will heed. You're going to be waiting up to 5 years for your dragonflies to emerge. Be prepared for that unless you're going to import dragonflies. He's 100% right. It's a big deal. I need some real honest advice. I'm getting a Fix Your Hearts or Die tattoo. Very cool. It'll be my first. I'm also wanting to get the American Idiot Heart hand grenade and possibly combine the two. I know 2 billion people have that heart, but it means a lot to me. I be honest with you, I'm not a Green Day. I know you're talking about a Green Day fan. I can't see it in my head, but I feel like it's like almost like spray paint stenciled. Maybe is what I'm imagining. It means a lot to me. So my question to you as a diehard Lynch fan, would you be offended or scoff or etc. if you saw a tattoo like that on somebody? No. Why would I? I if I saw, I mean, first off, I don't get offended by any tattoo unless it's a swastika. Uh, a tattoo is a tattoo. It's yours, and it's not for me to place a value judgment on your tattoo that may or may not have some incredibly significant and emotional value to you. Hold on just a second. I love you. Are you taking off? I can't wait to see you tonight. All right, bye, baby. Emily Boom. She did not want to go to work today. She woke up tired. She's stomping around. I felt bad for her. Anyway, so I wouldn't judge you for it regardless, but you know, for someone to get a tattoo like "Fix Your Hearts or Die," there's a very specific meaning to that tattoo, and I can't fathom someone getting that tattoo without understanding and wanting to promote the meaning behind that tattoo, and which I think is admirable. Because I'm a big fan of the meaning behind the tattoo. So if I saw that tattoo on any human being, I would think, well, they're probably fucking cool. You know, they're at least not a homophobic bigot. They got that going for them. I love it, Mark. I fucking no matter what education you're giving us, whether it's related to HVAC or related to dragonfly habitats, I'm all here for it. Absolutely love it. I'll take any and all Mark the Frog I can get. Hell yeah. I like your tattoo North Stack. Info dumps from people that know their shit is always great. Absolutely. Especially when you can tell that they're actually writing it and it's not like something they copied from Wikipedia, but this is coming from their knowledge, you know, not just something Googled. Visiting Austin for my birthday for the first time for a vacation and not work this time. Any recommendations? What time of year are you going to be there? Did the animal serial killer follow you to the new house? Not so far. No. There's been 0 carcasses in the new house. Nothing. Very different scene. Very different vibe over here. Yeah, that sucks. Malignant girl boss. I'm sorry to hear that. It's hard to find a new tattoo artist. It can be. I've been through that circuit about half a dozen times in my life. It's frustrating and exhausting. And sometimes you take years off of it because Eric hates this. Sorry to ask something already in content. What's upsetting your tummy at the moment stopped you from eating? Just like I don't know, diverticulitis flare up, or it didn't feel like exactly like that. It felt, I don't know. Apparently I have IBS as well. I don't really, that's a kind of a new revelation to me. Apparently it's something that was told to me in the past that I did not retain as knowledge for some reason. So I'm not entirely positive that it was conveyed to me, but so it may be related to that. But the doctor asked me to go on a diverticulitis diet, and so I'm on day 5 of it, and I'm swinging back around where I'll be eating normal food again by Thursday, probably. Say Tuesday, yeah, by Thursday or Friday. So I'm okay. I'm not bummed. Last time I did it for like 3 weeks, I was miserable. That was like, I think it was maybe because I just did that like a month and a half ago that just feels like I've been there, done that. So it's not bugging me or anything. It's more just like I just catch myself being dumb or spacey or loopy or have low energy. I don't want you guys to think I'm losing it over here. But I feel fine. I feel totally fine. Like I don't have any since I've gone on the diet, my discomfort has gone completely. So the reason I went on the diet was because of pain and discomfort, and it's gone. So I feel great. Small price to pay, to feel well. He thinks that chat should chat amongst itself, and talent should be able to use that for content. Oh, yeah. Did I miss something, Mark? I'm sorry. If you're not feeling seen. Sometimes I feel like Eric has the attitude that boomers had about kids toward chat, that we should be seen and not heard. Oh. Yeah, I think I think we have a difference in philosophy there. I don't know that you're wrong, you know. I don't know that he always feels that way, but he definitely seems to feel that way at times, most times. You also just like you catch Eric in the wrong mood on the wrong day. Mondays are bad days. Like I've learned, Mondays are bad days with Eric. We have to have the meeting, which usually it can go well, and then he's happy. But if we're we can really, we're pretty annoying. We can be annoying pretty quickly. So he might be coming off of that, and then it's like a guarantee now that there'll be tech problems when he gets to the office, and he much like I don't want to be the guy in the company that goes to the bank and deals with that stuff and deals with and I don't want to be the 401k administrator. You just sometimes you end up in the role of doing shit because there's nobody else or because you have to do it, right? He feels that way about the tech stuff. That he does not want to walk in and solve a bunch of problems that didn't exist when he left, that just came out of the blue. And he knows he's not the guy to do it, but there's no one else to do it because Nick is unavailable on Mondays. And so that always sets him off and puts him in a mood, So Mondays are always tough days for Eric. That's how I've come to understand Eric on Mondays. Interaction with the community isn't always positive. Yeah, that is true. I'm going to go get one more little round of coffee because I made a lot today. Mark says, I don't think people say thank you to y'all enough. Like sometimes got to look back and realize this is 5 guys figuring shit out in a rental apartment. Yeah, but we should have figured it out by now, right? I mean, come on. Some of us have been doing this for way too long. No, it is, but that's very kind of you to say, Mark. It is usually a lot of just like figuring shit out on the fly and just dealing with the gremlins of life. I don't know why stuff breaks. I don't know why stuff stops working between a Monday and a Tuesday. It just does. Coffee should be the last thing to drink with a flare up. After a while, when I'm on the bland diet, they can have coffee and tea. And also, what you didn't see with my previous 2 cups of coffee is that I let it get very cold because I only drank about a third of the cup, and so it was poured out as I put new coffee in. So I bet I haven't had an entire cup of coffee yet. I've just been sipping it. I like the heat. I mostly drink coffee in the morning because my wife has to have hot coffee in the morning. I used to, but now I'm a iced coffee later in the day kind of guy, and so I mostly just sip these to get the the ambiance of coffee. And the problem with Eric is like once he's in a mood, he's like He's in that mood. He's not good at masking it. Gavin and I got really good at having to mask shit that was going on around us or in our personal lives in content. I think it's become second nature. Self-heating ember mugs. I should do that. Do you have a favorite mug? Dude, this is up there. The story behind this mug. Many years ago, Gavin and Meg watched Twin Peaks together, I guess, and decided to go up to the Great Northern, up to the town, and do like a tourist thing. And they stayed at the Great Northern Hotel. I believe they stayed there. And they got me this mug. You can see it's very faded, but from Salish, Washington, I guess. And it's like really, it used to be colorful. Well, from Twin Peaks, Washington. It used to be bright, but I've had it for over a decade now. And it's basically a sepia toned mug now because I've had it for so long, but I love it. It's probably my oldest mug, and it was just really sweet that they got it for me. And so I've held on to it for all these years. You're correct about that, Mark. Is there a regulation mug? No. I got some Geoff mugs. I think I have two Geoff mugs, a Popsick mug and a Skull mug on the geofframsey.store website, but we don't have a regulation mug yet. We haven't. There's been no need, you know. We could do one, but then it'd just be a logo slap, which is kind of against what we're like the idea behind like the merch at regulation. So if there was a regulation reason for a regulation mug and it found its way into the content in some salient way, then I'm sure we would make one. Like if Andrew wanted to invent a perfect mug or something, you know. Want to say thanks for all the inspiration over the years. Officially an employee of a local improv theater doing tech and performing for them. And the inspiration you and all of RT gave me growing up led me there 15 years later. God damn it. Started my own journey in entertainment and super excited to see where it goes. Hell yeah, Top Hat Turtle. That's awesome. Congratulations. And you have to come and tell us how it's going as you do it. It's going to be an adventure, and I want to hear all about it. I think Eric just gets grumpy. Of course. We all get grumpy. My favorite mug, says Mark the Frog, was one that my wife bought me in a celebration for our first ever Father's Day. It says best dad in the world in Spanish. El mejor papa del mundo. And it's a big mug. Hell yeah, Mark. That's awesome. Those are the mugs you keep for forever. I also have a number one dad mug that Millie gave me that's pretty rad. She gave it to me in high school. Like, it's not like one that I've had since she was a child or something, but I do enjoy it. It still means a lot. The muggler. Yeah, see, the problem with that too is like to do something funny with the mug. Achievement Hunter already did, and Michael did the Garbo mug, right? And that's pretty funny. And I don't know. So making a mug that's less usable doesn't seem like the play because that's already been done really well in the past, and I don't want to I don't want to make a worse version of a previous bit or joke. And then I'd have to really think about how to improve upon the mug in a real way, you know? My fiance made an awesome mug wall for us with cubbies for each of our mugs to display above our coffee. Oh, that's really cool, actually. People being careless with them. A card player with a mug handle super glued on. Yeah, same vibe, right? Like that would be the direction I would be inclined to take a regulation mug, and it's already been done really well, really well. That Garbo mug was very funny. I think Millie still has one. I saw it in her room when we were packing up. How about a mug that's just a There you go. How about a mug that's a ball, like a little, like a little black bomb, with the X on it, and there's just a spout that comes out that you can suck on, and it's a coffee bomb, and you can unscrew it, put your coffee in, screw it back up, or through the top, and then you just coffee bomb. That's my idea. I'll take one coffee ball, please. Yeah, 2 coffee bombs, black. Dillbot mug is cute. Akin to a buzzball. Yeah, akin to a buzzball. That's a great call. What about a mug that is a coffee news rectangle? I like it. You know how y'all did bat knobs? You could sell mug handles with the cup, without the cup. Mug handles. Yeah. It would be funny to sell like a handle for a Gerpler. Like you could affix to it in some way. Strap it on. Crazy. Dance that 6 crazy. This morning conversation parallels exactly what I'm writing. Working on a chapter on kindness as I listen, occasionally glimpsing at chat. This community and Geoff truly exudes kindness and generosity. Oh, that's very, very nice of you to say, Dance Dad. Bat knobs glued to the Gerpler. The Strapler. Yeah. The Knobbler. I might have to tap out. It reads 32 Celsius, which is 90 Fahrenheit in my computer room. Woof. Good Lord. Abilene, definitely go stand in front of your refrigerator or something for 5 minutes. That's pretty hot at 11 p.m. Need more lesbians on the pod for that. Oh, the Strapler. Thanks for being a cool dude on the internet again today. Yeah, no problem. Happy to hang out. Men like straps too. There you go. Men like straps too. Have you ever had a cat, Geoff? Yeah, I've had a lot of cats. I grew up with cats. My first pet was a cat. Smokey, the Russian blue kitty. And then she begat Isaac. And then Isaac begat cat. And yeah. I like the word begat. Feels very biblical. Just want to say you and Gavin have always been a couple of my favorite people. When I was introduced to Andrew with Regulation, who's a very good addition. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. No, we never made a Gerpler hat. That would be fucking heavy. Gerpler's big. That's a big boy. Good morning, Geoff. I hope you're doing well and have a good week. Happy to be hanging out. Hell yeah. Hope you're having a good week as well. Tarkin Crest. Discovered Eric and James wrestling podcast today. Yes. It's called Character Creation, I think. Right? It was Wrestling with the Week, and now it's Character Creation. Please correct me if I got that wrong. Creating character. That's what it is. Creating character. Yeah. And it's also Scorpio Sky. So it's Scorpio Sky, James Willems, and Eric Badur. And we got to see James last week because he was in town, and we did a little live show. Eric and I did with him and Elise. It was fun. We did a trivia game show thing. The Kapler is a green hat that turns purple as you sweat. Gross, but I love it. Oh, you got a Russian blue? Yeah, they're good cats. Real good cats. Should we get to the fucking game? We've been talking for 50 minutes today, and we haven't even touched a video game. It's ridiculous. How did you let it go this long? Okay. I got scared for a second. I had a different game up. All right. I'm excited for Thursday, let me tell you. Game of coffee time. Blaine was jealous about how smart you are. I don't know about that. Hell yeah, Laddish. Very kind of you to say. You guys enjoy. I'm going to assume this is work for everybody involved. Responsibility and restraint, fiction, prophesizing, illusion. We know about that. We know about Death's Note. World Without Magic. We know about that. Let's just deal with these. Okay. World Without Magic we'll go through last. This should be right here. I mean, we are really Ultimate Illusion. I believe you're the illusion section. It always takes me a minute to get it straight. No, that's enchant. No, it's illusion. Yeah, I got it. Okay. And then Oracle is just going to be back over here at 1B, I believe. This is book 3 in my hand. There we go. And then Mystery is going to be upstairs. Silent. Ethics, philosophy. That's a wrap on philosophy. The first section we'd started with. Completely finished. The Curious Daily World Without Magic is going to be right there. And then that's it. That's empty. That's all for our hands. Hell yeah. Man, we're getting really good. We're getting really good at this. Mark says, can you explain to me why my window AC has a drain plug? Shouldn't it? Oh, no, that's Wienerboob says. Has an AC, window AC has a drain plug. Shouldn't it always just drain? Mark? You've been summoned. Mage birth. Man, I really don't know about that shit. Maybe history. What's management? Romance. Fuck, let's just pick all these up and we'll just figure it out. Right? Let's just do that. Curses go here, though. We do know that. Volume 2. Oh, it's red. Weird. Looks white on my arms. Beastification and the Threshold of Madness. Is that going to go here? No. Maybe Transfiguration? 1F, maybe? Yes. Perfect. Record of the Demon King's subjugation. Oh, Christ. The Archmage's conquest? What the fuck? What the fucking what? It's not going to be over here. Definitely not there. Ain't going to be there. Is it here? We just tried this. Here. Here. Definitely not here. Not going to be here. What is this again? Record of the Demon King's subjugation. Maybe history? I guess. Try that. There's no music? Is there music now? Here, I can turn it up. All right, let me know if that sounds better. It is real subtle. That was very sweet. Oh, no. That's very kind of you to say, Mr. Fedora Mustache. I love my brag. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're looking for this history, I think. That's not history. The history's right here. Really? Oh, there it is. Okay, Warriors Foundation. We know where that goes. Oh yeah, I do have Cameo. That is true, Nightbot. Thank you. I've been a little slow over on the Cameo front lately. It gets that way in the summer. The fundamentals of archery. Fuck yeah. I thought we were done. I was almost giving up hope on finding archery books. And here we go. Will this be it for archery? Is this our last? Oh. I think that's a wrap on archery. Damn. It's really coming together. Oracle's going to be down here. Book 10. Right there. Work culture, the mage who changed jobs to a sweatshop. Is that going to be psychology? Yes. I don't understand. Is it not lighting up? Am I stupid? No, it is. So why can't I find where it goes? I'm losing my mind. Huh. Maybe it isn't lighting up. Maybe I'm tricking myself. No, definitely is not lighting up over here. What? Where did that come from? Book 9? Oh, I'm move. What? God damn it, Geoff. Okay. Okay, I'm so fucking. I'm blaming it on the food. Correlation of transformation, duration, and mana depletion. Right? Yeah. Romance novel. The audible noises I just released could be described as a blender embedded in chest of polar bear going off. I think somebody in the subreddit found a slop clock at a Goodwill. Yeah, they did. Isn't that crazy? Lucky find. If that's what you're looking for. Oh. Nope, still one more romance. Okay, licensing and regulation is going to go over here in jurisprudence. I assume right there. No. No. Is this not right? There we go. Systems for nurturing, promotion, and guilds. And to think Geoff almost got 1,001 slop clocks. That is true. Ugh. It was so funny, but would have been such a fucking nightmare for me, personally. I'm always so torn between, you know, what's funny and what's going to tank my success. It's a problem with the podcast, I guess. Stealth, or just problem with my career. Stealth techniques are over here. No. Yes. Yes. Right. Boom. Nope. That was not. It's book 10. That was book 9 I had. Or book 5. transformation is here, right? Yes. So this is volume 9. No. Okay. Origins of Magic. That's going to be history. Ugh. The Abyss of Tarot. You know where that goes. We gotta be real close on old 1B here. Okay. Okay. The transition and evolutionary history of magic. Oh, goddamn, we're just at history. That's what happens when you don't organize ahead of time. You end up getting a lot more steps in your day. Yeah. Okay. Spell chanting. Let's see what's upstairs. Psychology. Okay. We know where that goes. Right? No, wrong. Right? Wrong? Wrong. It's over there. That's where it goes. Language. Psychology. Back over here again. Backseat gaming. Man, we see that one pop up all the time. We should knock those out. Influence of short-lived cultures and long-lived species. That seems like a history book, right? Is it? No. Influence. I guess that's not... Is that psychology? No. Ah. Magical detective law. The Solar War. All right, Mark. If we were to number the Horus Heresy books, I'm on number 2. What number is the one on the Solar War? What number would you say you're on? I'd love to know. $60. Okay. Music. Beasts. Summoning. Magical physiology. That's going to be next over here. Oh, this is a standing only library. Where is magical... I don't know where that's going to go. Well, it's going to be we'll have to figure that out. Maybe here? Yeah. Well, we got lucky. Okay. What book is this? 8? Probably just goes here. Okay. Spell chanting. That's going to be right there. Another one down. The Dark Sonata. Oh, we're already here. Perfect. Beastification across the hall. Excuse me. It's also not lighting up. Yep. Makes sense. Summoning is over here. Is that right? This is summoning. Yeah. Hands are empty. Let's go clear those stairs off. Wiener Boob says hi. To Doma then, guy. Looks like they're going to do a whole multi-book scouring series, though. Oh, we got two of the same here. Yeah, we're just blind picking at this point. Figuring it out. They all got to go. They all got to go eventually, right? Let's just get the fucking stairs cleaned. Okay. Labor of reality. The labor reality of mages. Okay. All right. This is volume 1. I bet it's right here. Yeah. Rabbi, thank you so much. Rabbi Fudgy with 5 gifted subs. Really appreciate that. Mark says, get rid of the Nest thermostat. Get a Honeywell Pro Wi-Fi thermostat. 3, wash the coils of the outdoor unit. That's important. Gently, with some water, making sure to get as much dirt and grime off the coil as possible. Take your time. Don't use high pressure. That is true. I just watched this whole YouTube video of a guy who used high pressure washer on his AC unit and bent all the coils and then was like having to meticulously go through and straighten them out, and it looked brutal. Said it was going to take him about 100 hours to do. If the issue persists, get a service tech out there to make sure you don't have a refrigerant leak. Hell yeah, mediocrity. Pretty cool of old Rabbi Fudgy, huh? Is the Nest bad in general or just for that unit? That's a great question. He used a wire brush. It seemed to be working well, but still slow. They're insane. Their normal ones are over, but like gentle, like a really soft wire because the wire can scratch the metal. They're hated, huh, Mark? What is it that you guys hate about them? I don't have one. I'm just curious. The Infinite and the Divine sequel. Obviously looking great, Geoff. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, Origins of Magic goes somewhere around here, right? Let's see. Yeah. In the other world, right here. The Dark Sonata, downstairs, language. Labor studies, probably over here. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Work culture. Oh, well, once again, we're in the right section. Correlation of magic and emotion. No. That's going to be across the hall. Oh, it's already out. Introduction to Inanimate Transfiguration is going to be downstairs. Magical Physiology. Where was this? It was downstairs. Preservation of Mental Identity. I that one. Yeah. Right, yeah. Diary of the Change of the... This one as well. No. Yes. Where do you go? Book 2. Introduction to Inanimate Transfiguration in the Other World. Go back to the old Other World. Where's the gray books? Book 4 and Book 5. Music's downstairs. Transfiguration. I think everything's downstairs. Ow. Hell yeah. Okay. You go right here. And you... Yeah, you also go here. But not here. Right there. Yep, you go over here, right? There we go. And then music. Music makes me lose control. There we go. And then Transfiguration again. Volume 6. Man. This game, it's a whole different game once you get closer to the end. Look at how clear the stairwell is. Woo! Can I get one more? Yeah. Can I get one more? No. Preservation of mental identity. Didn't we just do that? Isn't that over here somewhere? Yeah. Wage gaps. That's upstairs. Here? Yes. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. Why do I see a 3 as a 1? Codex of Stealth Arts downstairs. Necromancy downstairs. Economics. Let's go do that real fast. Nice. Transformation downstairs. Tears of the... That's not history, right? No, it's going to be beasts. Necromancy downstairs. Necro defense downstairs. Necromancy. So much necromancy. No more healer down. Okay, that's downstairs. And that is a wrap. Yeah, that's a wrap on healing magic. All right, now we got an alchemy. Number 2. Okay. Organizational discipline goes upstairs. But not here. Not... It's here, right? No. There we go. Curses downstairs. I believe mind reading is downstairs. Codex of Stealth Arts is downstairs. All right, everything's downstairs. Let's knock out the necromancy. Okay. Seven. Necro defense. Okay. Practical necromancy. fucking stupid. Oh, I love it. That's not where it goes, though. This is so fucking dumb. There you go. Hexes. You know about those. Right here. Guess right here. Yeah. Mine. Now, that one I don't know. I'll have to figure that out in a second. Hopefully this is over here. Oh, it's gonna be its own book. Okay. Its own section, mind reading. Now, where does that go? Mind reading. Maybe. Must be upstairs. Right there. Yeah. I don't know if this is out. Okay. I love it too. Tugatai. It's the most relaxing, just fucking easy to play, chill game ever. Ancient manuscript studies on mage birth. I think this is history. What we determined. We're getting so close too. This is not the right section for ancient manuscript studies on mage birth. No. It's not going to go here, here. It's not here. Studies on mage birth. It got to be downstairs, right? No. Studies on mage birth. Why am I not able to figure that out? I think I've done it before. It's not going to be here. It's not going to be here. It's not going to be here. I don't think it's here. It's not. It's not stealth. Not whatever you are. Ancient manuscripts. Yeah, history, right? I thought so too, but I tried it. 2 in. I thought history as well. I thought oh, you know what? No, I did. I tried history. Oh, it does light up though. God damn it. It was the first place I tried. There we go. I swear it was the first place I tried. I guess I just didn't see the light up. Losing my fucking mind. Guess let's get this. Let's just clear stairs. We're down to 500. We only got about 500 books to go. A little over 500, I guess. Which is, you know, Constitution of the Kingdom we know is upstairs. There's nothing to laugh at. No, we're... yeah. As Volume 10. There it goes. New. There it goes. Yes. Interracial social dynamics. No. Huh. Maybe over here. Yes. Book 7. There we go. Demon King Subjugation. Is that history? Yes. I swear I did that other one in history. It's crazy. Genesis of Magic and Evolution of Civilization. Also feels like a history. Psychology of Backseat Gaming. Oh, sorry. Effort builds confidence, and confidence leads to action. Huh. I was right there, huh? I was right there. Monsterology, downstairs. Correlation of magic and emotion. I think I'm right there again. Thanks for the follow. Not sure about Sprint. I got Sprint. Just don't use it. Tears of the Beasts. Volume 6. Well, it's not history. That's got to be Beast downstairs. Stealth's downstairs. Contract law should be right here. Here. Ultimate language C++. Okay. Volume 4. A pictorial guide to the ecology of downstairs. Living monsters downstairs. Music. Okay. Living with Monsters, Volume 3. Music, Monsterology, Book 4. Stealth, music. Music's right here. And stealth's right here. Hands are empty. Woof. Man. Did I open up all the chests? I don't remember. We have those two open. Yeah, I guess they're all open. We got them all eventually. Okay. The rift of values between differing species and lifespans. No. Across the hall. Yeah. Okay. Okay. How to Survive a Man at Disparate Society, Volume 3. No. There it is. Very similar to those books. Thank you for the follow, Zobear. A people enchanted by glowing slabs. Oof. What's that going to be? Yep. Oh, wow. That just right out the gate. That was awesome. Did this go over here? No. Oops. Organizational discipline goes over here. Volume 10? Excellent. Downstairs. This is going to be across the hall. Right? Right. Okay. Now I'll be blind for a bit. There we go. Ecological pyramid of monsters downstairs. Rituals downstairs. Labor studies across the hall. And sociology. Effort builds confidence. That's management. No, maybe it's over here. Maybe ecology. Okay. Warrior's Creed. No problem. Know where you go. Monstrology downstairs. Birth of the Magical Languages. Know where that goes. There we go. Ultimate choice. It's over here, right? Hey, we're finally done with that fucking dumb one. Wait, was this not... Is this not where it goes? No. Marriage is a contract spell. Advanced disenchantment required for divorce. It looks so much like it, doesn't it? Huh, it does go here. Okay. Probably on its own. Yeah. Rituals of calling and commanding the dead is downstairs. Pyramid of monsters downstairs. Rituals, monstrology. I think we're all downstairs. Okay. Monstrology be over here. Already out on the floor. Rituals of calling and commanding the dead, volume 10. Oops, misplaced it. And Ecological Pyramid of Monsters, volume 3. What do you think? Are you your own? Yes. Would love unpacking. The story in that game is great. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it. Okay. Stealth arts. Stealth is such a small section, and I'm surprised we haven't finished it yet. I feel like we're always hammering it. Where was the Ecological Pyramid of Monsters? Was that right here? Yes. Breaking the curse of the Trophyless. Curses and dispels is what? 1C. Oh. A world without demon lord. Okay, that's upstairs. 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 Downstairs. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I guess it's all upstairs. Hmm. Wasn't there another warrior one? Yeah. Book 7, The Warrior's Creed. There we go. Is that it for that? Backseat gaming, psychology is right here. Is this psychology? Yes. Backseat gaming's on the backside. Volume 6 goes right there. This one as well goes here. Enchantment mystery. Oh, I thought this was a mystery. It is not. Guess it must be enchantment. Downstairs, I think. Strange technology from another world. Goes right here. Book 5. God, it's gonna be a good day today. It's gonna be a good day today. Am I crazy? It does go here. Weird. Something's wrong. It's on 2 different shelves in that section. I'm losing my mind here. It's not over here, right? No. I'm losing. It's right there. But that's different. I have 1 and 5 on one shelf and 2 and 3 on another. Do I? I do. You're right. Right there. Thank you. God damn, man. That was killing me. Ugh. Let's pretend like that never happened. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you for the assist. I needed that. This is management. It's not, right? No, it's across the hall. Okay. That's fine. Woof. I don't know why I could not see that. Legality. All right, let's go to jurisprudence. Level up. 45 points we have. Okay. Labor studies. Is that over here? No, it's across the hall. Labor studies are across the hall. Volume 3. Let's see. And then we just have Crystal Catalog, Properties of Enchantment. 1G. Volume 3. Perfect. It's fun to see how other people play this game and their approach to organizing. I did the whole thing by color mostly. We did color for the first, I don't know, 1800 or so. Color eliminated a vast majority of it. And then it got down to just like, I learned where mostly everything is. And so, so eventually I just started going in like this, just to keep it from getting too boring too, you know. It provides a little bit of a challenge. Origins of language. Reverse ritual, tracing curse, curious daily life of a world without magic is over here, right? Yes. Perfect. Introduction to psychological. Okay. Let's cross the hall. Magical physiology, that's downstairs. A media society manipulated by magic. I think that's going to be over here. No, it's going to be over here. Okay. Yep. Probably going to go right there. And then this goes here as well. There. This does not go here. That does not go here. Psychology. Okay. Warriors over here. We're just in the brown books section, essentially. It's pretty much all we have left. It's just brown books. Mind reading. I think that would be a downstairs, right? Or is that... Huh. Interesting. It's book 6. We determined that's not history, right? Yeah. Wait, this is history. 2N is history. Yeah, it's beast. Low mana, form of discrimination. Volume 3. Perfect. Labor Studies. That's gonna be volume 5. Psychology. Back over here. Safe zone. Safe zone. Safe zone. There we go. Stealth, curse, physiology, and therapology. Whatever it is, biology. Goes right here. Ology. Line 4. Okay. Tears of the Beasts. Sad beast. Okay, over here we have that, and then that leaves us with this bad boy who goes right there. Whew. Making good progress, though. I have no idea what we started at today, but we've got to be further along. Well, obviously we're further along. The dumb thing to say, but you know what I mean. Okay. Theorem of biology goes... Where do you go? Volume 1. Oh. That was it. Oh, it's up here. There we go. Evolution of Civilization. That's upstairs. Let's do the downstairs first. Ecology of Monsters. It's going to be over here. Volume 10. Okay, it looks like that. My stack of books is so high I can't see the top book. Is that where that goes? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that does go over here. Okay. Volume 7, though. Tomes of Alchemy. Fuck yeah. Not every day you get to throw an alchemy down anymore. There we go. Monster Field Notes. Right back where we were. Journey. Thanks for the follow. Crazy. Motherfucker. Where does this book go? What book is this? 9? Go there. No. Go there. No. Go right in front of me. Right there. Jesus. Clairvoyance is a song. Practical scrying and clairvoyance. That does not go here. That's going to go here. Somewhere. It does not. Does not go there. Scrying and clairvoyance. Does not go there. Does not go there. Doesn't go there. Does it go here? It doesn't, right? It does. Okay. Mind reading. Mind reading. Feels like an upstairs? Must be. Spatial distribution of mana density and fuck you. Really? What is that about? I'm just gonna... Must be an upstairsy. Okay. Mystery theory and practice of visual imitation. I don't know where a lot of these books go. These are books we haven't dealt with yet. History. Is that? That's a wrap on? No, we got one more mystery book still. Damn. Marriage to Contract. Volume 1. Nope. What is it? Volume 1? That doesn't go there. Maybe it goes over here. Yeah. There we go. Mind reading. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. We nailed that eventually. Mana density, and it's... This feels like mathematics, yeah. Oh, it says it on the cover. That was the clue. It said it plainly on the cover. One more math book. Mystery of Mimicry, downstairs. That feels like downstairs as well. No. 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 Yes. And Foundations of Transformation. Whew. The person who opened a banned bookstore, I believe, is Dua Lipa, and I'm pretty sure a lot of those books are banned. Oh, that's upstairs. Geoff, you going to see the Odyssey? I think so. I think so. I might try to see it this weekend. started crocheting your first dolly last night. Congratulations. That sounds cool. My wife's been really big into like needlepoint and that stuff lately. She's been doing I don't know. What is it when there's like the ring and then the fabric stretched out over the ring and then you're doing very delicate like that? She's been doing that. I tried a new energy drink from Bum, and it's called Baja Scat. That can't be real. It's cross stitch, maybe. Embroidery. I don't think it's little X's. I think it's embroidery. I don't know, man. She does different things, but that's the one that she was doing the other day. Psychology. Where am I? Upstairs? You got psychology over here? Oh, that's safe zone. Just need to go there. Needlepoint. Here's another psychology book. Yeah, we're gonna go. I'll be in Detroit this weekend, so I may see it up there. I imagine that I would have a difficulty seeing it in Austin. I don't expect to have difficulty seeing it in Detroit. Monsters downstairs. That's downstairs. This is right here. Okay. Volume 8. Volume 7. Safe zone. Okay. Monsters. Okay. Oh shit! This is our last mystery. Damn, we're just like knocking out. Oh look! I didn't notice that before. Did you guys see that? When the section's done, it lights up. Oh, cool. I like that. Transformation. Genesis of Magic, yeah, here we go. It's history. Origins of Magic. History of Magic. Jesus Christ, a whole pile of history books all at once. Okay. Curses, transformation, monsters. Okay. Downstairs. Hexes. Then it's like, oh, transformation again. Good lord. Monsters. Knock out these monsters and then take a break for a second. Done. Would you look at that? I didn't realize we were done with the Book of Spells too. I'm loving seeing the colors light up. I kind of want to go back and watch the old Odyssey with Sean Bean before we get to see the new one. You should do that. You and your fiance were the only ones in the theater for Supergirl. The first time I saw Jackass on opening day, it was kind of like that. Emily and I were, there was like maybe 8 people in the theater. It was wild. to see it that empty for something that was such a big deal to me, you know? That's how it goes, though. Correlation of magic and emotion. I know where that goes. Huh. Oh, 3. Saw that as 5. So I was blind. Everyone's demonic. Words of covenant and power. Is that over here? Yeah, right there. In language. The Warrior's Creed. I know where you go. I like doing these little one-offs where you just bounce back and forth, delivering one book. Not with a bunch of full hands, you know. Just boop, boop. Labor Studies. Sweet. Oof, one more. Genesis of Magic and the Evolution. I'll make it. There we go. History. There it is. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is probably the dumbest way to do this, but I'm having fun going one at a time. Necromancy. Absolutely. I know exactly where you go. Not there. Right there. What about you? Magical creatures and their spells? Why, that's right behind me. Across the hall. I always get these two confused. Psychology and sociology. I always get them backwards. Volume 5. Okay. Oh, how are we doing on time? I'm going for 2 hours. It is 9:53. Still barely drank any of that coffee. How are we doing on books? 2653. Not making a lot of progress on these fucking books. I thought we'd make more progress today. But I'm also not feeling super motivated. Okay. It's a lot of downstairs we'll do real fast. Complete guide to stealth magic. Give me over here. Oh, right there. Right there. Done. No, not quite. How to command the army of the dead. I believe that belongs over here with this fella. Oh, he doesn't. Here. Sorry. This fella. Okay. And beasts. Then monster hunting law. That's upstairs. That's a jurisprudence. Magic and emotion. Oh, I think we know where that goes. Why? Why? There it is. Art. Still going on art. This is language. Is that language as well? Everyone's demonic, words of covenant and power. I can't remember. Yeah. That goes over here. Is that not social structures of magical civilizations? That did not ding, because it goes over here. There we go. Stealth and happiness. Wait a minute. This goes right here, right? Yeah. There we go. Scion of the Axe. He was chosen by the sun. Hell yeah, Mark. Mark's making people's lives better. I bet you go home feeling pretty good about yourself at the end of the day, Mark. You should. You really should. There's nothing worse than being physically... Well, there's many things that are worse, but it sucks to be physically uncomfortable where you live in your safe space. Mark deserves to live. I agree. Nice. Look at a little tranche of these guys all at once. Love to see that. Phases. Phases. Wait, was that over here? Yeah. Beastification. That's over here as well, right? On this side, I believe. Volume 7 of the Beastification series. Introduction to Inanimate Transformation. That's a downstairs. Volume 1. Put you right there. The Illustrated Beastery. Creatures of Land, Sea. And I think that goes over here, actually. Volume 1. There we go. No? God damn it. There we go. Inanimate Transfiguration. Let's go back. We've got to go back. Like Jack to the Island. Okay. This is book 7. It goes on the other side, though. Right over here. And then we have Transfiguration. This is book 10. Nope. Then book 4. Over here. That whole, almost that whole pile belonged over there. That's crazy. Who Left Threats? I didn't say a word that entire fucking meeting. Have you watched From yet? No, I haven't. Do you recommend it? I feel like it's been recommended maybe by you in the chat a few times in the past. What streaming service is it on? I hate that question, but it's unfortunately necessary. What stream? Where can I watch it? All is well, Dark Jedi. Hope all is well with you as well. Also, I almost said as well. Volume 7. What is this? Origins of Magic? I don't know what I'm doing. This goes over here in history. Dummy. Curse. Transformation. I think that goes over here. Yeah. Different species, different lifespans. Right there. Okay. Then, of course, downstairs is transformation station. That's going to go... maybe here? Yep. And then, of course... I can't believe we're not done with curses. I feel like... we've just hammered the curse section every time, and I feel like they really stand out. Codex of Truth verification. Oh. That's a good one. That'll help us fill out jurisprudence. Volume 10? Right there. Nice. What are you? A people enchanted by glowing slabs. That's enchantment, I guess? Yeah. What is that? One G. That is what I thought it was. I should have listened to myself. G. I don't think this is right. It is not. A people enchanted by glowing slabs. Maybe this is... yeah. Otherworld. Sociology. Okay. Afterworld. We know where that goes. Necromancy, right? Just in case. No. Yes. Sucks to be stupid. Magic to mute a voice. That's audio magic. No, it's not. Magic to mute a voice. Is that everyday magic? Yes, it is. Interesting. Okay, cool. A little puzzle solved. Anthropic spells. It's down here, right? Yes. Magic to mute a specific person's voice. We know where that goes. World without magic. That's Otherworld. Ooh, this place is cleaning up. Place is cleaning up. People enchanted by glowing slabs. That goes right here, actually. And then what do we have left? Shadow Mage, cloning and teleportation. No, here, right? No. Here? Yes. Transfiguration goes over here. All right, let's stand aside for a second. Oof. One of the stealth books is wrong. Let's see. You're right. There we go. Good catch. Good catch. Okay. We found that fast. All right. Whew. All right, we're 10 o'clock. 2 hours and 16 minutes. Yeah, I know that. I recognize the dude from Lost. If it's good, I'll watch it. Maybe. I'm having trouble getting into any TV right now. Been, I don't know, trying to devote that time to other stuff, but limited success. A lot of times I just end up dissatisfied with TV, but on TV still. Warrior and Monsters. Let's do that one. Nice. Alchemy. Psychology. Shifting's over here. And then alchemy's down here. Oh, we know where that goes. Alchemy goes... What is this, book 1? I think this might be it for everyday magic. Hell yeah, look at the sea light up. Woo! That's great. That's excitement. Ghosts into servants. We just saw that. That is necromancy. Ghosts into servants. There we go. Alchemy. Another alchemy. Homunculus. You guys remember the word homunculus makes me think of the Kids in the Hall sketch with I can't remember the main character's name. Dave Foley plays him, but then it's he's like evil and he just wears a white turtleneck and his henchman is Hancubus. And he says, "No, to look into your face means to look into the face of evil." You guys know that skit? Oh no, Hancubus is Dave Foley, and Kevin McDonald is the main dude, and Hancubus is like the yes master. Yeah. What are we doing? Mind reading? This goes up here, right? Yeah. You're approaching your soft out. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up. We definitely are. Hancubus. When I was in high school, man, I thought Hancubus was very funny. Safe zone. Berserker and the Great Sword, Book 8. Monster Field Notes. Beastmaster's Journey. You guys remember the movie The Beastmaster with Mark Singer? That was one. I had it on VHS for some reason. I don't remember how I got it. But, so I was like maybe 8, 9. I watched The Beastmaster. It had boobs in it too, which was awesome. At the very beginning of the movie, so that was a big deal. But I watched that movie so many fucking times, and I can't remember anything about it other than I think it had boobs in it. Mystery of Mimicry. I should go back and watch it again, see if it's good. I remember it was like, I wanted to watch Conan the Barbarian, but we didn't have Conan. We had Beastmaster, so every time I wanted to watch Conan, I would watch Beastmaster. Codex of Stealth Arts. Will do. No, dickhead. Labor Studies. Break show was great yesterday. We started a new game, A to Z. Went really well. We're about halfway through. We got stuck on queue for the second half of the game. Very exciting. Unfortunately, there'll be no break show next week because I'll be traveling, but we'll get back to A to Z as soon as I get back to the break show, which will be the week after, hopefully. Named him after the Beastmaster. I caught a little of the break show. Geoff open a burger award or Evil Dead lamp. I didn't see either of those. We still have a lot of mail, though. Trying to get through it all. We still have a lot of mail. Mail's really polarizing. I've been reading a lot of the comments. And people either love it or hate it. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to appease both sides of the audience with mail. Probably just to the disappointment of both, honestly. Monsters and... yeah. Might as well do this again. God, we're really, really getting close, though. That is... right around here somewhere. Yeah. Nope. Oh, beastification of the Threshold of Madness goes over here. That's right. It goes here. That's absolutely correct. I'd forgotten that. That's going to go up here in sociology. Warrior. Beasts. Do the old warrior beast combo. Oops. Goes over here. Once again, getting these two confused. Chat thinks Cuban sandwiches, but should I have that or Arby's or Crystal Sliders for lunch? Fuck, Mark. Oh my God, Mark, you just named 3 of the best things to eat for lunch on the same day. All right, I love a Cuban sandwich, first off. Love a Cuban sandwich. I'd probably go that way. But Arby's, I eat. Arby's is my safe space. And if there were a Crystal burger in Austin, I would eat it every day of my life. I grew up on Crystal. There was one right by the bowling alley. It was my favorite spot to go to in high school. Every time I go back to Alabama, I eat Crystal. I would, right now, if given the 3, I'd probably go Crystal because it's been the longest since I've had it. But Cubies. But Cuban sandwich, dude. Pretty fucking hard to beat a Cuban sandwich. I don't think you can go wrong with any of those options. Those are all really, really solid options for lunch. You have my my jealousy. I won't be eating any of those things for lunch today. I'm gonna have maybe some eggs, which I'm happy enough about. But man, Cuban sandwich would hit real good right about now. Let's do these be our last 2 books. How about that? That actually goes... right here, and then this one goes back here. A lot of progress last 2 days. I think the next stream will be the one. I think it has to be. I think it has to be. I think we have to finish it this week. As a matter of fact, if we don't finish it tomorrow, I'm going to squeeze an extra stream in sometime during the week because, you know what, we'll do these last 2 because they're both necromancy. I will absolutely have to do an extra stream just because, like in the afternoon or the evening or something, because we got to move on. We got to get past this, and we have roughly 335 or so to go. This goes over here. So I'm just bouncing back and forth. There's nothing, no reason not to. Oh. I know where that goes. Every book I place right now before my soft out is a book that we don't have to place tomorrow. Let's just go to the soft out. I have a physical inability to stop. After all. Downstairs. Goes over here. That was sociology. This is psychology. I don't know why I can't keep that straight. Wow, this whole hallway is pretty much empty. Interracial social dynamics. Otherworld? Must belong over here somewhere. Does not. Oh. There we go. Practical enchantment. Offense, defense, enchantment. Transfiguration. It's right under us. All right. 2736. We really are getting close. Stealth Arts. Volume 2. Okay. What's up? language book. We'll just put this right here. We know where that goes. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Let's stop. Where are we at? 2740. So we have 332 to go. We have 332 to go. I don't think that's I don't think that's even our record. I think we've done like 360 in a day, so that should be possible, right? So let's see what we'll do. Let's navigate away. Now we can't go back to it even if we wanted to. Let me save and quit. Okay. Man, I could have kept going forever. Do you think you can win tomorrow? I think we can. I think we can. I think we will. The Cuban sandwich was invented by cigar factory management to feed their workers who were predominantly Italian, German, and Cuban immigrants. It includes this mustard Swiss and ham from Germans, mojo pork, and bread from the Cubans, and then salami and pressing of the sandwich from Italians. I had no idea, Mark. That's great. It's going to be so funny when he finishes tomorrow and it's over 3 hours, so he gets a bad ending. That's okay. We're going to play it again with Magic down the road. Don't you worry about that. We're just we're going to do it. We're doing the no Magic playthrough first. Then we're going to stop. We're going to play Retro Rewind. We'll see how that goes. Make our way back to Magic. Then maybe after that, go check in on TCG sometime. I kind of want to get back to that game. That's going to do it for me, though. I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to go take a shower real fast and then go hang out with some friends and then get back to work. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. You want a song of the day. I don't really have anything in my head. Let's take it back to one that I set aside earlier. Yeah. You ever make list the song of the day and then you see it and you go, I don't know why I picked it. All right, this is a song that inspired the band Stiff Little Fingers. This is a song by the Vibrators called Stiff Little Fingers. It is a really catchy song. Stiff Little Fingers by the band The Vibrators. Not the band Stiff Little Fingers, the song Stiff Little Fingers by the band The Vibrators. Enjoy it. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow morning right here for the conclusion, the thrilling conclusion of Arcane Library. Love you guys. Bye.